Let's be honest, if you had more time, you'd be unstoppable. You'd crush your goals, hit the gym, learn new skills, maybe even start that side hustle you keep talking about. But there's a problem: you don't have more time. In fact, you barely have enough to get through the day without feeling like something slipping through the cracks. And here's the hard truth most people don't want to hear. You're really not going to get more time. No matter how hard you try, no matter how smart you plan, you're still stuck with the same 24 hours everyone else has. So now what? What do you do when time feels like your biggest enemy? How do you stop feeling like life is running ahead of you while you're stuck in a loop of catching up? This is not a video about adding more to your to-do list. It's not about scheduling every minute of your life. It's about understanding something deeper, because the problem is not just that you're busy. The problem is that you don't feel in control of your time, and that's a completely different beast. Let's dig in. Think about this. The most successful, fulfilled people in the world don't have extra hours hidden somewhere. They just treat their time differently. They respect it like it's their most valuable asset, because it is. Time is the one resource you can never earn back. You can lose money and make it again. You can fall behind and catch up, but once a minute is gone, it's gone forever. And yet, we treat time like it's disposable. We let distractions eat it. We give it away to people who don't value it. We trade it for things that don't bring us meaning or momentum. So the first shift isn't in your calendar, it's in your mindset. You have to stop seeing time as something you don't have and start seeing it as something you control, even if it's only a little bit each day. That shift alone changes everything. The truth is, most of us aren't short on time. We're just spending it in ways that don't move us forward. Scrolling, binging, waiting, overthinking, reacting, saying yes when we should say no. It adds up. And before we know it, the day's gone and we're left wondering what happened. But here's the good news. You can take that power back, starting now. It begins with clarity. If you don't know what matters most to you, everything feels urgent. And when everything feels urgent, you burn out trying to do it all. So ask yourself, what actually matters right now? Not 5 years from now. Not someday. What matters today? Because when you're clear on your priorities, decision-making becomes simple. Not easy, but simple. You stop wasting time on things that look important but aren't. You start saying no to distractions disguised as opportunities. You stop multitasking and start focusing. That's how you build momentum. Let's talk about something that's killing your time without you realizing it. Decision fatigue. Every choice you make, from what to eat for breakfast to what email to reply to, uses up mental energy. That energy is limited, so if you waste it on small, unimportant choices, you won't have enough left for the big, meaningful ones. Want to get that time back? Create systems. Automate what you can. Simplify routines. Eat the same breakfast if it helps. Use templates. Schedule blocks of time for focused work. These small things save hours over the long run. They reduce the friction between intention and action. Next, let's address the idea that you're too busy to change, because that's a trap. If you're always waiting for life to slow down so you can finally do what matters, you'll be waiting forever. Life doesn't slow down. You have to move with it. This means you need to stop aiming for balance and start building rhythm. Some days will be heavy on work, some on family, some on rest. That's okay. It's not about getting everything perfectly balanced every day. It's about making sure, over time, your energy is going where it matters most. You also need to stop measuring productivity by how exhausted you feel at the end of the day. Being busy isn't the same as being effective. You can work all day and get nothing important done. You can feel drained and still be spinning your wheels. Instead, measure progress by impact. What did you move forward today? What did you create? What did you learn? Who did you help? That's where fulfillment comes from. Let's get tactical for a minute. Try this exercise. Look at your calendar or your to-do list from the last 7 days. Circle everything that brought you closer to the person you want to become. Cross out everything that didn't. Now imagine repeating that same week for the next year. Would you be proud of where it takes you? If the answer is no, something needs to change. Start by protecting your mornings. The first hour of your day is pure gold. That's when your brain is free. That's when you set the tone. Don't give that hour away to social media or email or other people's priorities. Use it to invest in yourself. Read, journal, exercise, work on that one task that makes everything else easier. Next, stop waiting for motivation. It's unreliable. If you only act when you feel like it, you'll never build anything meaningful. Replace motivation with systems, with discipline, with triggers that make starting automatic. For example, set a timer for 20 minutes and work on one thing, just one. No distractions, no checking your phone. When the timer ends, take a break or keep going. The point isn't perfection. It's momentum. Now let's talk about people, because the way others use your time affects everything. You need to guard your time from people who don't respect it. That doesn't mean being rude. It means being clear. If someone constantly pulls you into their chaos, you don't owe them your peace. If someone always needs your attention but never supports your growth, you don't owe them your energy. Your time is your life. Spend it with people who challenge you, support you, and respect your goals. One of the most powerful things you can do is start saying no without guilt. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that is. Protect your time like your future depends on it, because it does. Now, I know there are seasons of life where things are overwhelming. You might have a demanding job, a family to care for, responsibilities that can't be pushed aside. But even in those seasons, you still have choices. You still have pockets of time, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. That adds up. Consistency beats intensity. Showing up every day, even for a short time, will get you further than doing a big push once in a while. And don't fall into the trap of perfectionism. You don't need the perfect plan, you need to act, you need to start. You need to build while you move. Perfection is the enemy of progress. And while you wait for the perfect time, someone else is using the little time they have to create something great. Here's something most people miss. It's not about doing more, it's about doing less with more focus. Eliminate, prioritize, simplify, then go all in. At the end of the day, how you spend your time is how you live your life. You're not just filling a calendar, you're writing your story. One day someone might ask what you did with your time. You'll want to have an answer that makes you proud, because time is running, whether you run with it or not. So here's what to do. Start small, but start today. Choose one thing that matters and do it. Cut one distraction. Set one boundary. Take back 1 hour. Use that hour well, and you'll begin to feel something shift. It's not about having more time. It's about making better use of the time you already have. And when you do, you stop feeling behind. You stop feeling powerless. You start to move with purpose. You start to lead your life instead of reacting to it. You don't need to wait for a better schedule or an easier season. You need to decide. Decide that your time matters. Decide that your goals are worth protecting. Decide that you are done wasting your life on things that don't push you forward. You don't have time to waste, but you do have time to win. So go win it.